I'm Margaret Ann Windsor, and I wanted to, the name I have to use is Peggy Ann Dempsey. I married Childers. I was kidnapped in 41. I'll give this brief here. I always do, but I've told it so many times and a lot of stuff on YouTube. The truth, nothing but the truth. You can't even get it half of it up here, the horror of it. I was kidnapped and brought to Moulton, Alabama, and given the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey. I married Childers. I found out later in '83 that both twins had been murdered by their mother. They were born out of wedlock, and that's how I grew up, in a horror story there, being brought from my mom and dad's arms. My father's Edward VIII, who never married Wallace Simpson. She married a double. An imposter was used in all the photographs that degraded my father. And this man, they made the movie, The King's Speech, made him out to be the good guy, sorry sot that helped take down his brother with a lie, all for money and power, and married this woman who's Elizabeth's mother, who's married to the Rothschilds that helped kidnap me, the Bilderbergers, Rothschilds, Rockefellers. Roosevelt appointed Joe Kennedy ambassador to England during that time, 36. That's when my father became king. It was a forced abdication, all of it lies. My own uncle helped kidnap me in 39. Well, I was born in 39. This is when this picture was taken, when he's with Roosevelt tidying up and to get rid of me, because I am the legal heir, Victoria II, Queen of England. My father married Claudia Ruth O'Keefe, and I don't have a picture of my mom. This is my Aunt Georgia O'Keefe. Now then, when I started finding out about my real name and everything, it was in '83, after I'd been flown out to Mr. Flint's. I'd done a book on medical malpractice and mind control murders done in patterns, and his shooting was one of them. I was doing the book at Moonraker Apartment, which, by the way, it's a lot of genealogy in who owned it then. Mitt Romney is part of the religion out of Salt Lake City, the Mormons, I believe he is. Heaven help me if I'm wrong on that one. I should have Googled it first, right? I'm pretty sure he is, which I don't like him, by the way, but I thought it's quite odd when I look back at all the things that aren't coincidences, they couldn't be. I was doing the book when Flint was shot, March the 6th of '78, and I was living at Moonraker Apartments, which were the only really super nice ones I ever lived in. Had sunken tub, sunken fireplace, and all that. And the Penthouse magazine had owned it prior. And anyway, I'll leave it at that. The Mormon church owned it when I was there. I can't get it's so hideous, and I don't feel that great right at the moment anyway. I'm trying to laugh, and I can't. What I wanted to do was, this is my dad, Edward VIII, who married my mom, and this is my mom's sister, Georgia. And this, of course, is Larry Flint, the shot. I was just saying that. And I showed this, but this is my Uncle George again. He's with Roosevelt, and they're planning my kidnapping in 41. And if anybody cares to look at history, that's when everything changed. The Jews helped kidnap me, the Kennedys, my own family, some of them, my uncle and Elizabeth. And they'll keep that up. They would never tell the truth. They've had plenty of time. I'm 77 years old. I'm heir to the crown, not her, to the throne. But anyway, what I want to do on here is I'm shut down. I barely got this to work. My laptop, somebody took pieces of it, and I thought I had it working again. I don't. This phone is messed up, and they've hacked my Facebook every time I try to get in it. Again, they tell me that there's something wrong with the site, and it belongs to I've forgotten the name now. But anyway, I can't. I get on it and it goes out. I wanted to thank the person on there, though I did read it and try to respond on Facebook. This is the only medium I have of getting out right at the moment. Other than text, and that seems to be going out too. So a lot's being done. There's no need to put it on. I just hope I make it. I'd like for the world to hear the cover-ups and the lie and the torture and who's really responsible in doing it. But I want to thank the one lady, and I won't put her name up here. I'm not sure she'll even see the YouTube. I thank her for the picture of telling me where my mother was buried. I did see that. I tried to Google it, and I can't Google it, but I did see briefly the photo. Uh, that was in '84. They had her dying. So much has been redone. When I found out who my parents are in late '83, and I started working on pictures of my mom and the O'Keeffes and the Windsors and what actually happened to my dad and to me. Uh, well, all I can say is my mom, the pictures were changed. I had to go back, just like if you look back in all the books, they changed my dad. They don't show my father's real picture, and none of the truth is told, not even marrying my mom. He's got to marry. The history is so full of lies. It's got him marrying this woman, which is a total lie. She married a double. But the pictures of my mom, I do know that one picture I saw was, there's no way that's my mom. She was a big boned woman, and, it wasn't her. Let me just phrase it at that. She wasn't even part of the O'Keeffes. Now, what I wanted to say is, as far as I know, everything has been so tried to cover up, and I know that they thought I would never live. And if you call it living, it's really not what they've been doing to me and done. I hope I live to tell this to the world, the whole thing, and see how they respond. But all the pictures have been changed just about. I wonder about the O'Keeffe Museum, why they don't have something of my mother's there, pictures or photos. Anyway, as far as I know, and I've been told this, not just my reaction and what she said, but the library downtown did know, people around here know my real name and about me. But they knew before I came, so it was planned for me to come here. I didn't know it at the time. But they said that was my mother that I saw about the end, let me say this, end of October of '86. So she was still alive. I saw her three times actually, yeah. Okay, within a span of a few days. And when I kissed her, and I don't kiss, I've said that before, unless it's my children, if I ever get to see them again, I'd kiss them on the cheek. And, of course, when they were babies, that's different on the lips, or, you can touch them. But I don't go around kissing people. And I did, for an odd thing, I reached up, I know now she's my mom, and kissed her, and then I started crying. She was at the library downtown, Roanoke. And I see on this death that they have her dying in September of '84. So it's all been so hideous, the cover-ups, and how much is involved in it. And I don't know where my father is, and that can't be my mom. They've got Georgia dying in April. They've gone back and changed things and rearranged them. But anyway, I really didn't get on here to say all that. I'm having a really, really bad time here without going into it. But I did want to thank the Facebook friends I have, and the one that, I'll just say this about the wrong people on the picture is supposed to be my father. I really want to thank you. And I hope you stick with me, and maybe I get back on, things will clear up and get better, and I'll get back on Facebook. I certainly hope so. And again, I want to thank you, okay?